Hi, hello, welcome to the 5th annual Sunset Concert here at Desert Ridge Junior High. Before we get things going, can we get a warm round of applause to the band boosters that helped put this all together? From the silent auction, and Libby Howe, and Lynette Tucker, and Heaven Vidal. I couldn't do this without them, and this is one of our big fundraiser nights, so thank you for coming out. The students have put together a wonderful show. They have worked very hard this quarter. I pushed them very hard and they pushed back, and they have put together a very wonderful product. A couple of just different house rules to make sure you can hear this wonderful product. If at this time you could silence or turn off your cell phones so that we don't have any additional music added to their own music. If you have crying children, if you could escort them to the side so others can enjoy the music, or crying husbands, if you could escort them to the side too. And if you need to use the facilities, please do so only during the applause. I always like this one too. If you have hard candies, make sure you open them during the applause. I always think that's a funny thing to say. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and get started. We have some student introductees. The first one is Joy Ringler, who's going to introduce our first number.
Joyful noise is an example of theme and variations form. The clarinets introduce the theme at the beginning of the piece and is passed around all the sections. There are 3 different variations in which something is changed from the main theme, like tempo, mode, style, or form. See if you can hear the melody throughout a joyful noise. Jennifer McDonald studied composition at the Eastman School of Music, taught band and orchestra in Ohio.
Our next speakers are going to be Hannah Hathcock and Taylor Sapowski, introducing Gates of Destiny.
Gates of Destiny is written in an aggressive 3/4 time. The sound of dissonance and resolution are introduced in the melody, while colorful harmonies add to the drama and appeal. Gary Fagan, a Maryland native, completed his undergraduate's degree in music education at Bridgewater College and his master's degree from James Madison. He taught band for 36 years in Virginia before retiring.
For your patience, we have now the 8th grade band. These are students I've had for 2 years. We're going to start with a tune called Fire Dance. Miss Jade Midden is going to introduce it.
Fire Dance by Douglas Akey. The opening unison melody of Fire Dance is used as a focal point, which is developed and expanded throughout. Douglas Akey used his layers of sound, active percussion writing, and even a section of canonic development in this work.
And Gavin Ripple will introduce our composer, Douglas Akey.
Douglas Akey, a native of Elmhurst, Illinois, attended Arizona State University for his undergraduate and graduated music performance education on French horn. Mr. Akey has been teaching at band in the Phoenix area since 1979 and is currently the band director of Mesa Academy for Advanced Studies.
didn't think about there being a football or soccer game going on with football. Oh well. Cool. Our next tune is highlights from Harry Potter. We're going to bring up Nicole Brinkenhoff and Bridget Walker to introduce the last number. I'm sorry, Brinkenhoff.
Harry Potter is a series of fantasy novels written by J.K. Rowling. The novels chronicle the lives of young Harry Potter, Hermione Granger, and Ron Weasley, all of whom are students at Hogwarts, the Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. The main story arc concerns Harry's struggle against Lord Voldemort, the Dark Wizard who intends to become immortal, overthrow the wizarding governing body known as the Ministry of Magic, and subjugate all wizards and muggles, non-magical people.
John Williams is arguably the most important and prolific film score composer. His career spans 6 decades and includes some of the most memorable and recognizable scores in cinematic history, including Star Wars, Jaws, Superman, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, E.T. the Extraterrestrial, Indiana Jones, Home Alone, Jurassic Park, The Olympian Fanfare, and the home for NBC Sunday Night Football.
She said I couldn't conduct this without the wand or the right baton. So I've been told that this is the elder one. Okay, I don't want to mess that up. It's the elder one. So if we're gonna do it, we gotta do it right, I guess. Here we go. Here's Harry Potter.
stage. They're most known for their set of Latin jazz compositions, known mainly of the Chili Pepper series.
Alright, come on, here we go. A 1, 2, ready, and. Hey, can we give a hand for Alyssa Shumway over here running sound? This is one of my former students. She's doing great. We call her Mama Shumway. She's my mama just as much as she is everyone else's. She's great. She keeps us all in mind. All right. Hey, that last tune you heard 3 soloists. We had Jorge Garcia on trumpet. We had Carson Webster on trombone. And we had a guest alumni artist, that's Jesse Deems on trumpet. Our next introducer of song is going to be Hannah Kerber, who's going to tell you about Paquitos. Let's go!
Paquito's Revenge is written to pay homage to Cuban saxophonist and clarinetist Paquito de Vernia. Terry White is a retired musician educator who taught music at all levels from beginning band to college for 34 years in his hometown of Portland, Maine.
All right, so there were a lot of solos on that one. On trumpet, we had Jorge Garcia. On alto sax again, we had Sutton Hahn. On the bari saxophone, we had Seth Gardner. We call him beast mode. You'll see why later. Hannah Kerber on tenor sax. Jesse Deans again on trumpet. Ellie Scow on drum set. And then we had a little trio there at the very beginning that also featured Bridget Walker on clarinet. Eli Visser is going to tell us about our next tune, Tiger of San Pedro.
The Tiger of San Pedro, composed by John Labera, was made popular by trombonist Bill Walters. It was the title song of Grammy-nominated recording Tiger of San Pedro. This song is one of several based on the Sherlock Holmes stories. Don Juan Murillo is a deposed dictator from Central America, formerly known as the Tiger of San Pedro in the story, The Adventure of the Syria Lodge.
On that last number, we featured Sean Wilkes on trumpet. Clive Gardner, also on trumpet. Another alumni member, Monty Gardner, on trombone. Robbie Foley, another alumni member, on guitar. Jesse Deans on trumpet. And a wonderful drum solo, Holden Ogden. We're going to feature Seth Gardner. He's going to tell us about our last number out of the doghouse. Before we do our last number, once again, thank you for coming. Just want to say thank you for our wonderful administration that allows us to do this. So thank you to Mr. Miller, and thank you for Mrs. Woods, and thank you for Mr. Salazar. Can we give them a round of applause, please? I also want to thank our janitorial staff. I can't do this without them, and I make them work hard, and I kind of feel bad about it, but can we thank our janitorial staff, please? And can we give one more round of applause to all the performers tonight? They did such a wonderful job. All I ask is that the students do help us pack away. This is a lot of stuff out here. They do have assignments, they've been told, so make sure they are done with their assignments before they leave. Thank you. They do not need instruments tomorrow. It is Shadowless Student Day. It is a half day. It is Pro and Cons Day, and let's listen to the recording days. So that being said, don't bring your instruments. Cool? Alright, here's our last number.
Out of the doghouse sounds like a big old freight train coming down the tracks, and it just builds and builds. It's a shuffle-based blues with a boogie-woogie feel. There are a few mild influences of the New Orleans street beat, 50s rock and roll rockabilly styles throughout. Eric Morales studied composition at Florida International University and the University of Louisiana at Lafayette. Eric is a professional trumpet player and a teacher in the New Orleans area.
Yes. All right. Thank you for coming. That concludes our program. Please make sure that they put away the chairs, stand the percussion first, and then they are free to go. Oh, last call for auction. Last call for auction. If you're interested in other items in the silent auction in the cafeteria, this is your last call. Help send our jazz band to